I'm going to try to fix up these panels. It'll be hard to tell. Well, it's not that hard to tell. Yeah, that's Wi-Fi. And this one's Bluetooth. I need to fiberglass this in to get it nice and sturdy. And I'm going to add some fiberglass to that crack there and then that one there. But I got to pull these felts off, and the staples that are there are just ridiculous. So that's what I'm going to wind up doing. I'm probably not going to actually do any time lapse or anything like that, but I'm going to get working on these. Got to figure out how to bend that back and get it set in place, but I want the structure solid first. I'm going to use outdoor carpet just like that. I'm going to yank this off and then just put something new on there and then paint it black. I'll just fog the whole damn thing and call it good. But that's the plan for tonight, is to try to get through this. I'm working in the backyard, and yes, that's a death wheel, and that's the way I'm going to cut that off. Nice part about it is it'll harden up and you can just buzz it off. Kind of have to remake all that over there, so we'll see how that goes. Had some extra material and just threw that on there. I jacked my back up, so I'm hunched over a little, but that's okay. I got back out here. I added some more reinforcement and glued those pieces in there. Got some tape. I'm not terribly worried. It's just to support the top arm pad. Did the same thing here. As it forms up, I'm just kind of moving this around to keep it kind of roughly the same shape. All over there. Alright, it's been a couple days. I'm just bringing you up to speed here. It's been a couple days on this fiberglass project. I added some more fiberglass to kind of beef up this area, and that's pretty solid. I will bring you back once I get it kind of figured out. I mean, that's not solid, but it doesn't really matter. That's firm. I added some more reinforcement in here. That one's nice and firm as well. And then on this one, same situation, nice and firm here. I'm just hoping that it'll be held on enough. So basically all you have to do, just to show the other side, is there's a rubber, not rubber, but like a vinyl covered thingy bob that sits on top of this so that you can rest your arm. That's what it'll look like, or that's where the support will be. Shouldn't be too hard to clean up. I'll just run my zip disc across the top and get it cleaned up and looking right. I didn't know masking tape worked so well to hold that back. That was a friend of mine who used to work for Hobie Cat, who no one really knows who they are unless you're an ocean sparing person. But this should at least put some support on there so that I can actually put the that armrest on there. So I'll get that cleaned up, and then one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to just throw some adhesive in here, get a couple clamps, and glue this back. It's so crunchy. God, old parts. Old plastic. Isn't it fun? Anywho, so I'm going to do. Hey there, Turbo. What's up, buddy? That guy pays no mind. Does not care at all. And then the other thing I did, hey buddy, let me finish filming, okay? What are you doing, kid? Okay, so he's our half cat. I didn't think he was going to stick around as long as he has. I call him a half cat because he comes in and goes whenever the hell he feels like it. He does what he wants. Good for him, I guess. But he's a kick in the pants, and he's the only cat. We've got 4 cats. Yes, that's my wife. We've got 4 cats in the house, and this is the one that's kind of adopted us. But he's the only one that allows us to pick him up. He's pretty cool. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Dark as night. Going slow on this. Got a bunch of parts coming in. I need to do the steering wheel stuff, so I'm gonna run a just an Amazon steering wheel, but I did get NRG short hub and an NRG quick disconnect so that I can pull that out, have that be a security feature. I'll just take the damn steering wheel in with me wherever I want to go if I'm just out there cruising around. I don't have to go to the bank or something stupid like that. But, yep. All right, so that's where I'm going to leave it for tonight. See ya. There's some evidence the car was in a fire. Or at least something melted on the inside here. I have no idea. But this is the part when you're sitting inside the Corvette, and this is where your shifter is, right over here. So this is that whole side panel. And there's a pretty good crack running around here somewhere, I can't remember, so I used some of the leftover fiberglass and just kind of reinforced it. Just went to town. I already showed these are much stronger, but one of the things I need to do to them is I need to address this peeling across the top here. So this is actually the straight line of the way that's supposed to be, and this is just curled away. So what I'm gonna do is do the right thing and use liquid nails. Just run a big fat bead right through here, get a piece of wood and clamp it, and hopefully get this straight. This little lip here is going to be covered by the top piece that this rests on. So that's the plan. I'm going to give it a shot, and I'll let you know what it kind of looks like. I just went to Harbor Freight and got those little 4-inch clamps that are like $2.33 each or whatever it is. I have no idea. But anyway, that's the plan. So here's the deal. You can see I've already started to scrape off this carpet. The glue during the heat is pretty rowdy. But what I'm going to do is I am going to get that the rest of the way off. And yes, this is brown, but it won't be when I'm done. I'm going to go ahead and use some of this general carpet here. And I'm going to go ahead and get that fella templated out there, I hope. Yeah. And what I may do is I may just cover this piece, because I don't really care about speakers at this point. And if I want to put speakers, I can always cut that out. That's not a big deal. But that's what I'm going to try to do. So here's what I got. I basically made a template, ran some construction paper over that, and got it pretty close. And all I did is just lay that down on top, and I'm going to just cut that sucker out and then flip it over and do the same thing for the other side. So that's the plan. Hopefully it comes out. So perfect it is not, but I think most of this is going to lay down just fine. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the idea. I may have cut this a little too short down here, but honestly it's the bottom of the door, who cares? So yeah, that's the idea. I'm going to try to repeat that on the other side. We'll see how it goes. Alright, doesn't look like much, but we got a little gap there. I don't really care that much. I could always just add some extra filler there, but just gonna let this set up for a couple days and then deal with it later. But that's the idea. It's not perfect, but it's a damn sight better than it was. And I'll paint it and it'll look fine. In an effort to do a Class A restoration job, yes, that's sarcasm, I am going to try to clamp down that. So this is going to take a couple days because the driver's side's taking more of a beating. But I'm going to just let this clamp up and just continue the same process all the way around. Try to get it a little bit tighter before I lay on that piece of carpet, which does fit really well. There'll be some on the bottom I'll have to trim. Clearly someone's been in here, or maybe not, I don't know. But I will probably give this the same kind of glue treatment. And the other thing I'm going to have to do is get this dialed in so that I can put that top arm piece on. But I'm not going to do that until after I get the weather stripping going across here, where the door, what's it called, the window seal, whatever it is, that little cloth thing. But that's the idea for now. I'm going to just leave this other one's already tacking up and doing a pretty good job of laying down, so I'm happy with that. Again, I ain't going for perfection, I'm just going for good enough. It's probably so dark you can't even see. Oh well, you get to see what I see, right? If I'm in low light, you're in low light. I'll bring it back later.